It's Time Warner Cable's local edition. My name is Brad Pomerance, and we are joined by Jesse Avila. He's a council member in the City of San Fernando. And as you know, sir, recently Governor Brown held a groundbreaking for high-speed rail in Fresno. But we're talking here in Southern California about the Palmdale to Burbank line. That is seen as a very important spoke in the high-speed rail universe. Talk to us about the two possibilities and where San Fernando comes down.
First, we do agree that it's necessary. To Palmdale makes sense. That is a major hub. There's an airport close by. That would help a lot to them. However, from Palmdale to the Bob Hope Airport in Burbank is our problem. There are two alternatives. Well, there are more than two, but there's two major alternatives. The Palmdale to Burbank via the Los Angeles Forest. 14. The 14.
Oh, no,
no, there's still.
So you're talking about the Angeles National Forest option.
Which is the alternate, as they say. The original plan was to follow the 14 for all intents and purposes, come through Santa Clarita, and then move on through San Fernando.
So let's be clear. The two options are going down the 14 or tunneling through the Angeles National Forest.
Correct.
And it's the bedfellows on the 14 side and the Angeles National Forest side. They're all mixed up.
We are.
But now San Fernando is favoring one.
We are favoring the alternative plan.
The Angeles National Forest.
Yes.
What's interesting about that plan is it is tunneling, and one would think with tunneling that would be more expensive. But what we hear is that tunneling through the Angeles National Forest will be less expensive and less travel time.
Correct. It's more direct first. It cuts a lot on any curvature, any other mitigators. If the purpose is to move people, that's it.
Yet
we now have the technology, though. Remember, we now have the subway system that has been built. We now have the experience that we did not have when that project started.
True.
So we now have technology, and we have the people who know how to do it.
Some of your friends, though, on the environmental side are concerned. The Sierra Club's a little concerned. Congressman Adam Schiff has expressed serious concerns. So the coalition hasn't formed behind one proposal definitively. What is San Fernando doing to try to really get behind and get a coalition behind the Angeles National Forest San Gabriel Mountains plan?
Coalition is the correct word. We meet with Santa Clarita, who also will be impacted as well.
And where have they come down yet?
They have. They have come down there, and they're opposing that it come through them as well.
So they want the Angeles National Forest.
Correct.
They do not want the 14.
Correct.
Okay.
What though? As I understand, a commitment was made that it would go underground through the Santa Clarita portion, and then come up on San Fernando, and then just split our town right through the middle.
So it wouldn't, in some ways, if it was above ground, could one argue that would be beneficial because there'd be stops along the way and people could access it, or not so much?
There will be no stops in between.
Okay, so
it's Palmdale to the airport.
Oh, it's
no stops.
I see. So that wouldn't be a benefit if it was going through.
It would not be a high-speed rail.
So what do you think? What happens next?
Well, we have to let them know that it's the destruction of our town. Not only is it a physical separation, but it's also a cultural separation.
Interesting.
One of the things that I've learned is that the railroad tracks, which is in the middle of town for centuries, and I'm not exaggerating.
I believe you.
That it has been one side of the tracks and the other.
Oh, yeah, I know what
the
you're
poor
saying.
side, the wealthy side.
His name is Jesse Avila. He is a council member in the beautiful city of San Fernando. He will be back, I am sure. My name is Brad Pomerance, and you are watching Time Warner Cable's local edition.